Hi all, and welcome to the video. In this one, it's the paid MA playthrough, number 30. Well, as you can see, I'm out here in Inferno. Yes, I am. Nothing special in this one. We've had a lot to think about and an awful lot of talking going on over the last, 48 hours? Is it longer than that now? It's probably longer than that. The last 3 days-ish. It's been interesting with the announcement of the new fresh start server, and there's still quite a lot of questions over there, but overall I am basically kind of positive about it. Well, trying to be. I can see some pitfalls, and a lot of other people are sort of taking a very polarized view, I suppose. Ooh, attacked by the very thing I'm looking for. Where are you? Somphos Longi. Where did you go? Not seeing it. Well, okay then. Oh, well, there's one over here. Yeah, so I'm catching up on some dailies. It has been an interesting week indeed. I am slightly concerned that people are, how can I put it, they're very polarised about things. But that does seem to be a bit of a trend of the last 15 years. It's sort of a very... you're either for us or against us, or you can only, be on this side of the debate and no other. There is no middle ground, there is no grey, there is no nuance kind of deal. And if you really feel 100% like that about something, yeah, fine. But it just seems that over the last 15 years, there seems to be more and more of that, which I do find troubling. The way that everything is becoming polarised now. There's no elbow room. And the thing I found was when I was younger, things did feel far more black and white. Whereas once you get older, you go, yes, but. And it's the yes, but kind of factor in a lot of things that I think, I'm not saying it's exclusive to getting older, but it does seem to be. And I think it depends on the life you lead. If you've had a life where, more and more things have happened, you've got a greater breadth of experience in different situations, etc., then, maybe you've, got a larger kind of basis for opinion and views on things. And yet, it seems to be going backwards for a lot of people of late. People that are older seem to be becoming more and more opinionated about things. I was the idealist when I was younger, and less of an idealist now, maybe. But it's just kind of weird, the way that's been happening. I don't know if there's a root cause of it, or if it's just, systematic of something else. I don't really know. Oh, I'm using the wrong damage type. Derp, using fire. Should be using chem. Yes, I should. That's better. Hits that little bit harder. So yeah, interesting. A lot of views on the video. So the interest is certainly there. It does seem like some people came along on the video just to hate on the idea. And that's on the first video where I thought I just want to get off my chest all the kind of parts and aspects of this that may or may not, what I can see as being problematic or possible negatives, which is a good idea, kind of do. I can't just do a video and go, new server is coming out and here's why it's crap. That's the kind of thing that works on YouTube. That's the kind of thing that is popular. Definitely. It seems to be, that's what sells on YouTube. I mean, one of my most popular videos concerning The Witcher 3 was a review. And the review was basically extremely positive. But with good reason. It's an amazing game. How are these guys still hitting me? It's kind of annoying. It is when you really don't care about them in the slightest and don't want any of them. Ah dear. They're just like this huge mesh spoiling my day. Yes, they are. Yeah, and that was a fairly polarised, I suppose, review. Oh, there you go. In that, you know, it was very, this is what I think of the game, and had very little bad to say about it. I mean, there were some things about Witcher 3 which were oops, you know, like trying to loot something or initiate a conversation with somebody, and you know, keep putting a candle on and off, or stealing a plate off a table, you know, silly things. But overall, the game was a triumph, I thought. You know, it really did. So it's it's one of those, really, isn't it? Now, that's a super popular video. If I'd have made a video saying, oh, The Witcher 3 is crap, it would probably have got an equal amount of views and engagement, but mostly been hated by, you know, the majority of people that do like the game. And this kind of polarization, it's a bit of a thing, definitely. You know, if I wanted to be more successful on YouTube, I guess I would, you know, make videos like, this is the best thing ever because, or 5 reasons why you need to do. And I could make videos like that. I could, yeah. I mean, it's certainly not a difficult thing to do, even if you are acting a little. But you see, I don't have that feeling about the new server. I've got misgivings about it, but I've also got some positives about it. Why can't I have both? Why does it have to be sided? That's the question. Why? And my gut reaction is it doesn't. Simple as that. It really doesn't need to be. You can have mixed feelings about it. If you're already a subscriber, the only way it's going to affect you is you will see a little less of people while they get started on that server. But I think the server population will probably be something like a 50-50 split. I think it's going to be people coming back to have a look, and a small percentage of people on the live server that just want to do something a bit different. You know, they're going to go on, spend a few hours a day on it, and then go back to playing their big shiny characters on the main server. You know, I think that's generally what will happen. A lot of it has to do with the feedback as well. Funcom aren't going to do this, you know, without any research whatsoever. What's this? Oh, there we go. I finally got through. Yeah, well, Funcom are, you know, whatever you think of them, have evolved over the years. And I think this is something they feel could work for the game. A lot of people keep going, just make AO2 now, and nothing else. And again, this is this super polarized point of view that is fine, except that the problem with those sorts of viewpoints is there's no room for discussion. No, that viewpoint is correct, and if you share it, you're amazing, and if you don't share it, you're completely wrong and an idiot and a moron and many other, you know, derogatory terms. What happened to, well, I don't agree, but okay, dude. You know, what happened to basing your opinion of a person on that person, not on what that person thinks of one particular thing that you happen to care about? You know, it's kind of tiring to read that sometimes. I get it a little bit in my comment section, but for the most part, I think the people watching my channel are generally, it's the nostalgia thing, isn't it? You know, oh, I remember this game, oh, this is such a great blast from the past. And then I put time and effort into making sure that the audio and video on every video I make is as good as I can make it be. You know, it's a thing. So yeah, how are we going on with the MA? Well, we're getting nowhere really. Still feel like I'm kind of stood still on him. Things are kind of quiet at the minute. That's the truth. I've done a few random beast raids, but you know, the thing that was always great doing raids with Storm a lot was, of course, that most of Storm doesn't really need stuff. So you did the raid and it'd be like, okay, flat roll on the loot, and then everyone just going, yeah, pass. You know, they just didn't want the gear. They just came along for the joy of doing the raid itself, and that, you know, is fun. Oh yeah, I've done a different build on XYZ character. I'm going to bring that and try it out in Pand. And that's all they were there for, really. That and to help anyone out that wanted to go there for stuff. And then, you know, you kind of had the lion's share of all the loot, you know, but just of late, nobody's really that bothered for it. And the people that generally aren't building anything new, so, yeah, you know, it just is what it is. Yes, we have got rats as a daily mission. Isn't that fabulous? So yeah, how does the new microphone sound? I will show you a picture now of it in the shock mount I got for it. And that is the actual shock mount that it's supposed to use. That's the one Rode make for it, which compared to the thing I did have, which was literally the remains of a homemade pop filter. So it was like a linen loop thing. The kind of thing you'd use for embroidery. You can buy them at a haberdashery kind of store, etc. With a bunch of hairbands to support the mic. So very homemade. It did work. It worked okay on the Shure mics I generally used, like the SM57 or the SM58. Really, that guy survived? Okay, not that time. Yeah, it kind of worked all right for that, but it didn't work nearly as well for the Rode, because the Rode is quite a bit bigger. Yes, it is. Whereas, you know, those two mics are kind of recording stroke stage mics. So yeah, having the proper filter, the proper shock mount for it is a lot better. And you know, if I disconnect the cable, it doesn't doing in one direction or another. It just stays exactly where it was if I'm hooking it through to record it differently. You know, say, oh, I'm not feeling the direct in today, I'm going to go through the mixing desk, you know, run it through those preamps kind of deal. You know, it does vary kind of thing. I think it's my ears, you know, depends what I've been listening to. You know, like if I start out the day and the first thing I hear is the recording back, then it kind of sounds different to me than it does if I've been listening to a lot of guitar that day. I think your ears do kind of do that. You know, it's kind of weird. It is kind of weird, but yeah. But yeah, I think audio is a much bigger part of making content like this than people think. You know, if you've got terrible sounding audio, people will not watch that video for as long as they would. You know, they will put up with poorer image quality for a far shorter period of time. For a much longer period of time than they will if the audio is off. If the audio is good, sometimes people will do that, and while they're listening, because the audio is good, they'll leave it running, then maybe check their emails, etc., or, you know, look at something else for a little bit. But if the audio is just plain bad, then this doesn't happen quite so much. No, it doesn't. Okay, where am I going? Oh yeah, I want to talk to the warden. Yes, I do. I've already been into the freelancers, so this is hovering over is not working for. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of been a bit iffy. No idea why. It's only been doing it today. You know, for hover over a nano. Have I adjusted a setting? Because you can adjust that, you know. I think that's it. Have a look. Yeah, that's that one. Okay. Alright, we go to talk to the warden. Yes, we do. So yeah, still waiting on more detail. What will be in this new server? Will the subway be there? You know? Some people are being super negative, I think. I think they're being almost deliberately negative about it. A lot of people are saying you need to reevaluate the subscription price. We'd all like that, for sure. We'd all like the game to be cheaper than it is. And subscription-based MMOs, are they a thing of the past? You see, it's all well and good screaming that it's not needed. But you've got to think about what the alternatives really are. Now, something like Warframe, it really seems to work. It really, really does. I've been playing Warframe a bit in the evenings, got to be honest, because I'm just having fun with it. You know, they're constantly updating things and doing things. It's an extremely different game to Anarchy Online. It's kind of hand-to-eye coordination and skill, and there's a little bit involved with the building, etc. But there's no kind of twinking, as it were. You know, not as we understand it in Anarchy Online. I think Anarchy Online is the only game that's ever really been a thing. I mean, there's best in slot in most games. This was my experience with WoW. Everyone was raving about WoW and said, "Oh, you've got to go on and try it." So okay, not keen on the art style, and still am not keen on the art style. So I was like, okay, you know, I'll give it a go. And I was like, I can't hotkey things properly. I made a character. I can't remember what it was. You know, I started off in whatever the backyard quest was and did a little bit with that. And leveled and went, okay, great. How do I open up my skill window and start allocating IP? And it's like, you don't. I was like, what? You don't. You don't allocate IP. It just automatically does it. And I was like, oh, well, that's a bit crap. You know, I just instantly thought, I don't like that. You know, I really didn't. It was just, I don't know, just instantly turned me off to it. It really did. I know that's bizarre. You know, you might think, well, it just makes it easier. So yeah, okay, so there's games like that. But the other types of games that you get, getting back on topic, I guess, is you get games and there's all this microtransaction crap. You've already paid a premium price for the game and then they charge you for micro. I mean, watch Jim Sterling when he talks about the AAA games. I love it. I love the guy. I think he's brilliant. Very insightful, very articulate. Probably not work safe, but what are you watching YouTube videos at work for anyway? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's a good guy to follow on YouTube if you want to see, you know, how the gaming industry is really screwing people over. And I think, you know, if AO was purely based on microtransactions, pay to win kind of tactics, etc. Because what a lot of these new or these bigger game companies do is here's the base game. It's crap and it's full of grind. Massive grind. Drop rates are terrible. RNG is not random. It's deliberately tuned to work against you. Any matchmaking is deliberately set up to put you against people that have better items than you. All of that is in a deliberate attempt to force you to go, I'm going to have to buy XYZ. I'm going to have to buy loot crates to get the items I need. That's why the guy beat me. It's a very cynical, very callous way of doing this. Hello, we have team. Do we want that in AO? Because I don't. Welcome back. You know, I really don't want that. I don't want that approach in Anarchy Online. Oh, we've got ages. And I've been waffling for so long anyway. So, yeah. Let's buff the teamies. Not that it massively helped them, but... Okay. So, Lakeeper and... Who else we got? MP. Cool. Yeah, so, I mean, I would rather have the subscription than I would have the alternatives that I see out there. I really don't like the look of. Oh, I've got no gloves on. Aren't I a clever boy? I think they're on the fr00b. And we have at least 5 minutes left, I think. So, yeah. What the hell was I talking about? Because I buggered off to make a cup of tea, and in the meantime, I've had 2 conversations, so yeah. So bad as the subscription model it might be, then yeah, it's better than some of the alternatives, I think. I do think it's better than some of the alternatives. Doing a thing with some mates now, leveling characters without boosting, store items, etc. And only 20 million start funds. Unfortunately, I was busy when they started, 100 levels to catch up on. My God. I see a lot of people running around in trains these days. Guy boosting 4 alts. Yeah. Let's go 50-50. Still feel like I'm slow. I've been playing, I was on my NT yesterday. It's quite good fun. Really was. Haven't played my NT in a while, so when I logged into them, I was like, oh yeah, what the hell do I do? Yes, I know shoot it things with big nukes, but couldn't remember my sequencing and you know, rotation, etc. Like, oh my God. But no, I was fine. I wasn't fighting anything too big. And then I just remembered, yeah, just chase damage. Chase the damage. But she's pretty nicely set up, NT. I like the way she's set up anyway. Works for me. And her gear's not unattainable. You're not going to have to do Gauntlet 500 times to build a toon like her. And she's got the 3k matter creation and all the other gubbins as well. We has someone else, two other people. They look fairly nicely geared. Got some nice weapons on them anyway. You got pew-pews. Please have bloody boots. Has you got boots? No. No, there's no boots. That was about the only thing. Oh, someone was trying to loot and we just got gridded. I said something nice. Thanks for making all the videos. I enjoy them a lot. Love the talking. You can't shut me up. I know, it's a thing. So where does that leave me now? Report to the agency and what else? Oh yeah, I've got to talk to Warden Staines, then go do my AI daily, which I think was just the cocoon one. So that should be pretty fast. Anna has fixer buffs running. And Umbral. Yes, indeed. Another dead prisoner. I don't care, Green. Whatever. As long as I get the update. Now I'll hand in 2, then return to the agency. Well, just because that's the quick way to the AI mission. Yes, it is. It's Saturday morning-ish. Well, Saturday lunchtime, my time, but I'm on UTC, or Greenwich Mean Time, GMT, which is UTC for the rest of the world. But yeah, not bad. A few people around, and that's the thing as well. I think there's less younger people playing now. Not because the game doesn't appeal to them, but number one, they don't know what the hell it is. Hey, research! What did I just complete? Something I was working on. Alacrity. An extra 30 to martial arts. Cool. We're making progress. Very slowly. And a bit more. No XP boost running on this character at the minute. There's no point just doing dailies like this. Right, I think it's cocoons I've got. I love this area when the sun shines into it. I think it's so much better looking when it does. You get the god rays, etc. on everything. Like there. That's pretty cool. Okay. Can we blitz it? Do we need to blitz it? I don't think we do. We can go full daff in here, though. Ah, too late. I got debuffed. I think we'd get away with it, you know. I think we can just ignore the actual mobs, because you don't need to kill them to complete this mission. No, you don't. People always asking. It always looks very smooth when you're playing. Well, there you go. That's why. I'm capped at nearly 100 frames a second. Especially in an indoor area like this. Okay, 1. Can I survive the onslaught of little green things trying to kill me? 2. 3. Next room. Ignoring you. Ignoring you. Right, this will be a bit more difficult to blitz. Okay. I think I can probably heal my way through it, if I'm honest. We're queued up for the next one. We've got a lot of things missing here. I'm going to use that as well. Without the counter on this, it's only 5 seconds anyway. You could do this mission incredibly quickly. Yes, you could. Oh, I'm actually taking damage. Heal. There we go. And... did I not get that one? No, I didn't. Okay. All of them. That's all the ones in here. So I think I only need that last one there. Yeah, this is it. Yep, there we go. Didn't even kill the mobs. At this level, the AI per mob kill is pretty darn low. I mean, if you go to Arid Rift, it's a little better. It's a little bit better in Arid Rift, definitely. Just wish there was a way to get a bit more, and a bit more quickly. Oh, how I want a helmet, and how I want to take it to the clan liaison and upgrade this bloody token board I've had for 120 levels. Yeah, definitely. There's a few other things on the tune I want to get done, but it's having to get the raids organised and stuff. Like I want another Lord or Lady of Wisdom. It's no drop unique, so it'd have to be a lady I picked up. Weapon upgrade, then I want the parts to upgrade these two. So I need to be getting 12 man done. Yes, we do. And, you know, and then we'll be cooking, I think. Yes, we will. There you go, like a random there. All panned, looking for tank. DD. Oh, don't think we're quite DD yet. No, we're not. But I could go there on another tune, like a Shade, NT. Even my soldier's pretty good DD. He's a PVM build almost entirely now. He doesn't really ever PvP. He's not AR. He uses pew-pews. Yes, he's an SMG soldier. But they're really good in raids and stuff. Really useful for PVM stuff. So they, oh, Daylar got me again. How can I possibly avoid it? Answer, you cannot. Right, let's go talk to the aliens handler. Mission complete. Goodbye. There we go. So yeah, minor ramble. A little bit of work on this guy. Those 3... Oop, wrong one. Yeah, made a bit of a dent straight away, didn't it? On there. Apotheosis 8. Save that for missions, etc. What AI level am I now? 24. So if I complete 6, it's 20... Then, 25. I can't do 7 yet. And on AI levels, I'm only halfway. So quite a bit of work to get on with just there. Yes, it is. Right, I'm going to leave it there for this one. Just another dose of Anarchy Online. And when I know anything new, about the Fresh Start server or any other Anarchy Online news, then yes, I will make a video. Okay, folks, bye for now.